Shalom, back with part 4. All right. We'll close this out here. All right. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, meaning America, Babylon the Great. Let's continue here. Back to Ezekiel chapter 37. All right. So, verse 25, and they shall dwell in the land. Okay. Starting with the elect of Israelites. All right. And you Negro, Latinos, Native Americans. And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, right? Our forefathers, wherein your fathers have dwelt, see? And they shall dwell therein, even they and their children and their children's children forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever. Now, for you people who don't seem to get it or understand and trying to say that this is about, no, man, the second covenant are with the same nation of people that the Lord had the first covenant with. Let's back that up quickly here. Let's go to Hebrews. Give me a minute. All right, this is Hebrews 8 to 10, right? The 8th chapter, we'll start at 8. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, for the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant, meaning the second covenant, all right, with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. Okay? Not according to the covenant, right? Meaning the first covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand and led them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my covenant. And I regarded them not, saith the Lord, right? He turned his back on us and he sent the other nations. And again, this was already foretold. It was prophecy. He would send who? Them that fly by the eagle, the Edomites, all right? For this is the covenant I will make, meaning the second covenant with the house of Israel after those days, meaning all 12 tribes, okay? Saith the Lord, and I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God power, and they shall be to me a people. You read the same thing in Jeremiah 31 and 31, okay? The same thing, all right? So again, people, for those of you who don't know, what was written in the Old Testament is simply reiterated in the New Testament. Again, repetition is the father of skill. All right, further back this up, give me a minute. Romans 9 and 4, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, okay? And the glory and the covenants, meaning both and second, right? Because you see covenants in plural, and the giving of the law, all right? And the service of God in the promises, okay? That's about the law, right? Give me a minute. Psalms 147, 19 and 20. He shows his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments, right? Law, statutes, and commandments, right? Unto who? Israel. Verse 20. He have not dealt so with any nation outside of Israel, outside of Jacob, outside of the 12 tribes. All right? And as for his judgments, they have not known them. You see that? Is that plain enough for you people? Is that clear? Esau, Edom, and the other 16 heathen nations cannot come into the promises. Okay? They're not a part of the second covenant, just like they weren't a part of it in the first covenant. You understand? All right, give me a minute. All right. Back to Revelations, the 11th chapter, verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud. That's a metaphor for the chariots. All right, what they call UFOs, UAPs, and those are the angels in them, not aliens. And they know that. But that's not what they make public, right? They just mess with your heads, as they've always done, all right, for the past 530 years. And their enemies beheld them. So who's going to be taken up into the chariot? You Negro, Latinos, Native Americans of the elect, all right? Not all of us, just the elect, all right? Let's further prove upon this point to close out. Give me a minute. This is Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people, right? We heard a voice to come up hither. Enter into thy chambers, the chambers of the chariots of the Lord. Shut thy doors about thee, hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation of the Lord be overpassed. What is that indignation? The righteous anger of the Lord, the ICBM missile, that final and ultimate plague that brings the destruction of America, Babylon the Great. You people get it? Do you understand? All right? That thermonuclear fire from the ICBMs, which will be coming from the other nations, from Russia, from China, okay? Iran, everybody that has ICBM capability. And there are many precepts that back this up, including America's own allies, NATO and the EU, okay? We'll be sending missiles. Why? Because the Lord will put it in their hearts. Hearts in Hebrew is lab, which means minds, to fulfill his will, the Lord's will. And if you go to Escalatius 18:3, all things obey the will of the Most High. You understand? So he's in charge. He's always controlled the left and the right. He's always controlled Esau, all right, which is the wicked, as well as the right-hand side, the righteous, okay? The Lord is a God of balance, all right? Because an unjust weight is an abomination to the Lord. All right, people, I'm out. I'm on to the next one. Hope you were edified. Shalom.